Hall of Fame referee, Richard Steele, one of the greatest that's ever done it as a referee. People might not know he actually also does run a boxing gym in North Las Vegas, Nevada. So you founded this gym, how many years ago did you found it?
1995. I wanted to give back to the public. I wanted to give back to the young people of Nevada and all over the world, really. So I started a gym in 1995, and the first gym I had, it was called Sugar Ray Leonard Boxing Gym, because the MGM has put up the money for Sugar Ray Leonard to have a gym, but he needed a manager, so he picked me. Well, he eventually fell out of the picture and they gave me the gym. So the Richard Steele Boxing Gym has been in existence ever since '95. We are really rebuilding our gym now. We have a tournament, boxing tournament this weekend. We have 3 of our fighters from my gym participating into the tournament. We have about 20 fights that night. So we are very busy. Every other week we go somewhere and give our kids a chance to fight, or like 3 to 4 times a year we have a tournament here at my boxing gym. Well, I first started boxing myself in the Marine Corps, United States Marine Corps. I started boxing amateur. I then turned professional in Los Angeles, California. I had 16 fights. I won 14 out of 16. I eventually got injured. I had to quit boxing, so they offered me a job to referee. I never thought or dreamed the refereeing job taking me so far, but it kept me into the business for the next 40 years.
What were some of the most memorable fights that you actually did as a referee? Kind of go over that a little bit.
Well, I did a lot of great fights. Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. I done Tommy Hearns and Marvin Hagler. That fight won the best 3 rounds ever in boxing. I did 5 Mike Tyson fights. I did Julio Cesar Chavez and Mildred Taylor. I did a lot of De La Hoya fights, like maybe 3 or 4 De La Hoya fights. So I've done a lot of world title fights in my career.
Who are your favorite fighters of all time? I think people will be definitely interested to know what fighters you really think are the best that ever lived.
Well, I have to start back from the beginning. Sugar Ray Robinson, when you hear the greatest fighter of all time, like Muhammad Ali, when he makes a statement that he learned from Sugar Ray Robinson, so you have to realize that Sugar Ray Robinson is the greatest fighter of all time. And then, you got the Alis, you got the Mayweather. I think you have to put them in different years, because when you start thinking about who's the greatest, there's a lot of things that has changed. A lot of the opponents has changed. A lot of the way that they match the fighters has changed. I mean, when Rocky Marciano, when he was fighting, they didn't have a structure like they have when Mayweather was fighting. So the structure that Mayweather fought under was much harder than it was for Rocky Marciano. So, when you think of who's the greatest or who was the greatest, it's very hard to determine that by the years that they fought. But I always like Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, and Floyd Mayweather.
I think everybody's got to like all those guys. I don't think anybody can disagree with you there. All right, thanks, Richard. I really appreciate this interview, and best of luck, and God bless.
Thank you. God bless you.